welcome to the Nonsense Review, the second of quite a few Australia episodes, because Rick's fucked off.
Hello!
Yes. I'm your host as always, Devon, and as already introduced, we have Rick with us.
Yeah. And as Devon has said, I'm away right now, and as we normally call out at the end, when you get to contact us, if you do suggest anything, it's not going to get acted on for at least a few weeks.
Oh, it's fine, no one ever suggests anything. But yeah, today we're going to be watching the first episode of Baymax, but before we do that, fans of the podcast know we like to talk about our weeks, but of course we can't do that right now because this is being recorded in the past. So yeah, instead we're going to borrow a segment from the Nonsense Retrospective.
Yeah, we're going to do the Nonsense Asinine Hypotheticals. And do you have one for me today?
Yeah, I'm going to be concise and to the point. Favourite animated MILF?
Animated MILF. Ooh.
Now, just to give you a bit of breathing room, why ask this question? Because I've never watched Big Hero 6, and yet I know who Aunt Cass is because the internet is horny for her on levels of Elastigirl.
Yeah, exactly. I think Elastigirl might be one of the top ones, simply because, that ass though.
I got a thing for Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Z, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a better one than Elastigirl. I guess Bulma becomes a anime MILF.
I mean, yeah, but again, out of Bulma and Chi-Chi, I don't know what it is, man. Chi-Chi gives that big MILF energy, especially in like the more future episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go with Bulma, despite the fact that I've read the original Dragon Ball where she's like a teenager and you get to notice her grow up from kid into adult and then into, oh look, Vegeta's nice.
Yeah, but you see, one of the benefits of my life is I never read Dragon Ball until after I watched Dragon Ball Z. So, yeah. But I get you. I get where you're coming from. That being said, though, this is the start of the Nonsense Review Civil War. Team Chi-Chi versus Team Bulma. Let us know which side you fall on, guys.
So, my one for you is Big Hero 6, as we are watching today, as in the Baymax incarnation.
Please do remember that I didn't watch it.
Okay. It's part of the Marvel overall universe. Much to my absolute shock. Is there any other series that you are absolutely floored at being part of a overall universe, as it were?
Wait, what did you say this was part of?
This is part of Marvel.
Bullshit.
Google it.
I have a phone.
Yeah. Baymax is a demon.
No.
And Hiro Yamada is basically the same character, has Baymax as his demon, and the Big Hero 6 team, I believe, all have the same names, and they were just reimagined by the Disney Animation
hell,
Studios.
Man! It was made by Man of Action.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Ben 10 guy.
Okay.
He also made like 6 other different shows, but the dude he has nailed the fucking like young adult boy hero section because that's all he fucking ever does.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough. I didn't know that. What was the question?
Oh, is there any other series that you are astounded to find out that was part of a bigger universe?
No.
Or was this the first?
I can't think of many examples where I didn't realise something was part of a bigger universe. Chris told me one time, Chris has been a guest on the podcast, that the Machete from the Spy Kids film is Machete from Machete, which I fucking hate, because that's dumb. But according to both Danny Trejo and the director, yes, that was the intent, and I'm like, why? This ruins Machete to a certain degree. Anyway, from Machete Kills, by the way.
Yeah, Machete Kills.
Here's a fun fact about Danny Trejo, which I might have brought up on the podcast before. He was a former member of a cartel. He did prison time. He got out. He did his time. And when he became an actor, he has it written in most of his roles that if he plays a villain or a criminal, his character must die before the end of the film because he wants to make sure that kids shouldn't be watching his films, but people realise that crime doesn't pay.
It was a bit of a grey area in Book of Boba Fett because he's working for a criminal, and yet the character hasn't died yet.
But Boba Fett is the protagonist, and he's a villain.
Yeah.
And I gotta be honest with you, Danny Trejo was also on screen for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
if that
doesn't really. I wouldn't consider him a bad guy. He's just a trainer.
Yeah, he's an employee.
It's one of those, like, a lot of stormtroopers aren't technically bad guys. A lot of them are. It's actually quite a good analogy for, as probably people already know, because Star Wars is full of them, for Nazi Germany, where, propaganda works, people.
Yeah, totally.
By the way, I'm not forgiving the atrocities of the Nazis by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just saying.
Oh, totally not.
You can't blame people for being, for succumbing to propaganda. That does not forgive heinous crime. I'm just saying that at Joe Blow, it's very easy to fucking, manipulate their mind. mind.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we've seen comedic stormtroopers, as in the Taika Waititi troopers.
Yeah, the end of Mandalorian Season 1 was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. I think it might have been the best episode that they had.
It was just like fucking, what was it? Showing stormtroopers not be able to shoot cans, followed by I'm gonna hit Baby Yoda, and then the other one going, oh shit, did you kill it? And then also the casual conversation of Moff Gideon just destroyed like half a town and killed some of his own dudes. Do you really want to go talk to him right now?
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, I can't really think of many good examples, so I'm gonna have to steal Chris's example, which again I hate is canon.
Machete.
Well, Machete Kills being part of the Spy Kids universe is fucking insane.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway, today we're watching Baymax. I've never watched or read Baymax. Fucking Big Hero 6. I know Aunt Cass is a MILF. Let's get into it.
Sure. So we're going to be watching Baymax is on Disney Plus. 3, 2, 1, and go.
I don't know about you, Rick, but I'm getting sick of the fucking Disney Plus little... Oh, okay, but I'll never get sick of a bit of Steamboat Willie. Which, by the way, if you want to see us do a live reaction to, is over on the Rev Plays Games channel as a bit of a promo.
Yeah, we did that as a one-shot, didn't we?
Sure did.
I liked that episode. That was fun.
Fuck me, why is this so much louder than Groot?
Well, for me, it's because it's right in my ear. Oh, the little transformation was cute.
I missed it because I was turning down my fucking volume. Yeah, the only exposure I've had to this is a shit ton of Aunt Cass porn. And,
yeah.
And this film was in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes. And Mochi is the furry baby.
Sure.
But when Baymax is deflated and acting like he's drunk, he picks up the cat and goes, hairy baby.
Gross. That is rude.
A little bit. I have also been in places where they're mopping up and tidying up around you as a way to tell you, fuck off, we want different customers.
Yeah, but that's surely not in this type of coffee shop where someone was working on their novel while ordering coffee.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the thing that happens in, like, trendy cities. They just go to a coffee shop, work on their novel, and just treat it as a mobile office.
Look, I'll be absolutely real with you, Rick. You may or may not know this about me. I write.
Yeah.
I cannot even remotely think of writing in a public space.
Yeah, apparently the idea is that if you're not seen doing it out in public, then why are you doing it at all?
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. By the way, I'm not an aspiring novelist or anything. Most of it ends up being D&D plots.
Oh yeah, totally. Like, it works both ways as well. Like a lot of people that DM are trying to write a novel, and they just so happen to have players playing the novel at the same time.
Well, I'm not quite that level, but yeah, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, just hire a temp.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't being rude, like, surely she cannot run a cafe that well on her own.
She's been doing pretty well so far.
But I have no doubt, but yeah, like, you have to have a fucking day off. That is so fucking scary.
Creepy. I guess the way to do it is to split the difference and have her basically behind the counter and keeping an eye on things.
Oh, that is gross. That's very odd. That is very odd, considering, like, surely this cat has seen this mirror before. Oh, okay, the implication was she noticed the camera and was like, oh, fuck this.
Yep. Although, to be honest, if it was a real cat, they would know straight away that something was on their body, because that's like the one thing that they are most interested in is themselves.
Yeah. Alright, for real, that is a skill.
It is.
Man, oh fuck, I'm getting fucking work flashbacks. Oh no. I worked in Fort Park.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a little coffee machine that does everything for you in the line shop. And it was half the times it never fucking worked. Also, I don't drink coffee, so I don't know coffee names. So it's like someone's like, "Oh, I'll have XYZ," and I'm like, what would the name of it be if it was on the machine? Because that's what you're getting. It's like, "Oh, could I have a half this and half that?" And I'm like, the machine does not do half.
Yeah, the only way you do that is if you get one of each.
Yeah, nah. And when the machine didn't work, they'd be like, "Oh, why aren't you serving tea?" I can do tea. I know tea. It's still done in machine, not kettle, so... That was a funny visual. But yeah, when the machine didn't work, it's like, oh, well, why is the machine not working? I don't fucking know.
Yep. If you knew why it wasn't working, you could take steps.
Man, that job was a fucking nightmare anyway. Because you always had kids thinking they were funny as well. Be like, "Oh, can I have a diet water?" And it's like, "Oh, yeah, that's not the 7th time I've heard that joke."
Yeah, that's just water without ice.
We didn't sell water with ice.
Yeah. Well, you do hot water.
Technically correct.
Yeah.
Why was the ladder still there? Oh shit, that looks proper brewed as well. Bruised.
Yeah, it does.
You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker.
I did.
You know. Listen, I can understand why people find Cass cute. I really can. However, she does not have the body artists draw her with.
No. Yeah, she's got the cute face and the MILF hairstyle.
I can guarantee you there are several teenagers who frequent this cafe just to get wank bait.
Yep. Oh. Backpack Cass.
This whole time, but only a 5-minute long video.
Yep. Busted.
Dude, the featureless face, I can't.
It's like a fucking Chimeco evolution.
Man, her legs can spread quite wide, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they can. The Cass pack.
Yeah, it was alright. And, hey, as someone who has not watched Big Hero 6, you do not need to have watched Big Hero 6, so that's always a plus.
Yeah. You're generally aware that Baymax is the personal healthcare companion, and also that he lives with them, and also that Aunt Cass is a character.
Oh, there you go, man of action, yeah. Ben 10 fame.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, so I didn't know that.
Go on, sorry.
Obviously, I didn't know the creator by name, but yeah, it's a Marvel thing.
Oh!
It might be the only time she's given that out because, you know,
She doesn't have employees.
when you're a single trader, giving it to yourself is masturbatory.
Well, yeah. Man, I don't like how they keep going Disney Voices International.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's after every fucking one and all. Anyway, Yeah, very interesting. Both Hero and Baymax are in the Mirrorverse game.
Yeah. So, I think I've got them both. No, I don't have Hero. I've got Baymax. I've got a million Baymaxes.
Yeah, but except it always comes in the fucking 1-star form, so it's still only rank 3.
Yeah, if that. Rank 2 and like 44 63rds.
It doesn't take a lot of stars to get a 3-star. It's just, once you hit 3 stars, you fucking feel it.
Yeah, you're not getting to 4-star unless you roll a 4-star.
I don't know about you, Rick. I've been playing since public release. I have yet to get a 5-star.
I think ditto.
But at the same time, neither of us have spent money on it. So...
Yeah, I've not spent real money on it. I've spent Google money on it.
So that was just nebulous cash you had anyway that can't be used for anything outside of the Google Play Store.
Yeah, it's cash that I got from Google for answering Google's questions about how I use Google or where I go, which are both things that they are collecting data on from me anyway.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, so anybody who's not got the Google Opinion Rewards app, give it a go, because I looked it up. I've had about 60 quid out of it so far.
Yeah, which is great if you play fucking gacha games, eh?
Yeah.
Because that's just... It's not real money, so who cares?
Yeah, it's 2 costumes in Difafu.
Yeah, well, 2 costumes and a bunch of...
Oh, yeah, the gems. The gems that come with them. Technically, it's a pack of gems that happens to have a costume that comes with it.
Yeah, like we've got a buddy who bought every single costume, and still to this day, they kind of admit they have a problem, and yet they still do it.
Yeah,
but we won't go too deep into it on air because it's probably something they're sensitive of. Assuming they listen, which they fucking don't, but...
Oh, no. But there's no point in disparaging someone just because they're not listening.
No, absolutely, I agree. It's also a very personal thing. But we've not named them, so... It's naturally going to come up when we talk about gacha games. It's just a fact. Anyway, that was Baymax. What did you think?
It was alright. Compared to last week, these are a bit longer of episodes, but they're also more enjoyable because of the content being more personal and humanized, and, there are characters, and not just Baby Groot doing shit around the universe.
Yeah, I think that's part of the problem, in that you can extend the gag for Baby Groot, but it's still Baby Groot. It's a very physical medium that you have to use.
Yeah.
It's only so many physical jokes. And honestly, nothing's going to be better than Mr. Bean.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, how about you? What do you think?
Yeah, it was fine. I'm probably not going to watch the entire thing because I'm not that invested. But that does not to say it wasn't enjoyable for what it was.
Yeah, I've got like 45 hours of flights coming up, so...
Oh, let's fill it up with this 10 minutes.
Yeah. This is going to be one of the 10 minutes in that zone.
Bullshit, you're going to be on your Switch playing Mario Kart.
Not even, because you can't get fucking Wi-Fi in the sky.
You can still play single-player games.
Yeah, but if I'm playing single-player games, I'm going to play Warriors, ain't I?
I guess. I don't know. Buy Digimon Survive and play that on the plane. You could probably beat at least one route on that.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Like, on 40 hours, you can definitely do at least one route. And I honestly... I'm on the true route at the moment. As of recording, I probably would have beaten it by now, when this comes out. But yeah, the initial route is very interesting, because you can't do the true route out the gates, as I said. And it's... I think, without the downhearted misery of one of the base routes, the true route wouldn't feel as good.
Yeah, it's one of those where if you know there's a true ending, people try to go for it first time anyway, because it's normally the most rewarding, even if you have to put some work in for it,
Absolutely. But we're getting a bit off topic. Rick, favourite moment?
Favourite moment was probably Backpack Cass.
That's valid.
Just straddling Baymax with her legs at 180 degrees.
Yeah, she's flexible.
Yeah, she is. But yeah, how about you? What was your favourite moment?
My favourite moment was the post-credit scene of, Baymax got Employee of the Month, and he was cradling it even as he was recharging because he appreciated it so much.
Yeah.
Which is adorable in everyone's book. But we cannot only talk about the good, we have to talk a little bit about the bad. So to that end, do you have a weakest link for me?
I think my weakest link is going to be Cass's outlook on her customers, that if she stops working for one moment, then her regulars lose their unique selling point of this being the place they go to all the time, and that they would just go somewhere else. That's a real fear. So I'd say that's my weakest link for the purpose of this episode.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. It's also like a bit of not knowing your customers too well, because you're clearly not going to lose them to Starbucks, because, you know, you're probably charging more anyway.
Yeah. Like, she knows them well enough to know that, oh yeah, this person always gets a banana, this person stays all day and needs refills. Like, you could see that one while she was doing her clandestine micromanagement. But yeah, how about you? What was your weakest link?
I don't really know. It's such a joy because there wasn't really one.
Yeah.
I'm even giving it a big tick for you don't need to know fuck all about the base franchise to enjoy this.
Yeah, totally.
I guess my weakest link is I don't know actually.
I mean, that's a good sign. When you can't pick out a weakest link, it's generally a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely. So on that positive note, MVPs.
My MVP is going to Cass because I think she drove the plot more than Baymax did, and they were the two main characters in this short. Obviously, there are the customers, but I don't know any of their names.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
So yeah, it's going to be Aunt Cass. And yeah, how about you? Who was your MVP?
I'm going to give it to Baymax. He gave some pretty solid fucking medical advice and was like, hey, stay off this for about 7 days and it will get better. If you do, because that's always the thing with any injury, is the injury itself may not be the most debilitating, but the worry is always if you aggravate it, it's going to be much worse for you.
Yeah, if you don't do this thing, it will get worse, and then it will take even more long time to get better.
Absolutely. And also, he immediately picked up on Cass's concern about the cafe and did his best.
Yeah, he did. Like, he downloaded all of his knowledge, and yet he didn't act on any of it, because apparently his idea of a caramel latte was just filling it up with caramel.
But to be fair, he did the job well. He was just slow.
Yeah. That's just Baymax in a nutshell.
That's fair.
Does it well, is just slow.
But yes, on that positive note, that's the end of today's episode. Join us again next week for another short one while Rick is in Australia.
Yep.
If you like what you saw, or you just want to give a suggestion for future episodes, we have the comment section down below on YouTube. If you're not watching via YouTube, but instead listening via one of our many audio platforms, you can instead send us an email. What is said email, Rick?
nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com. Once again, that is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Absolutely. And yeah, to steal a line from the two Ronnies, that's a goodbye from him.
Yeah, it is a goodbye from me.
I think we're doing that backwards, aren't we?
Well, maybe.
Oh, well, fuck it. It's been ages. Anyway, bye, guys. Have fun.
Bye.